Good morning, traders. You're welcome to today's video. So let us get right into it. Okay, so this is the continuation of yesterday analysis. So right now, actually, in fact, I wouldn't lie. I actually placed a trade yesterday. Okay, although it is a demo account, but regardless, I placed a trade yesterday. So if you watch yesterday video, okay, I was explaining yesterday that price, if you watch that video, I was explaining that price will potentially come and sweep this liquidity. Okay, so but I didn't wait for price to come all the way down there. All right, I didn't wait. So and I don't even know why I did not wait. But regardless, so what actually prompts me to enter the trade around here, that you say that it is at loss. Let me just zoom this area very well. So what actually prompted me to enter the trade around here was that I see that I have a demand zone. Okay, that I have a demand zone around here. Okay, so this is the previous demand zone, right? So then after I see that this red candle formed, and after that candle formed, okay, so that was yesterday morning, okay, during London session. Now immediately I see this inverted pin bar, I enter the trade. And when the trade goes to this level, I was like, wow, price is going to my direction. And eventually I was actually busy in the office, so but I later realized that price dropped. Okay, price later dropped. So I I had wanted to delete this setup yesterday, but I just said to myself that there's no need to do that. There's no need to hide from mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. So but right now, this morning, so now what we are learning now is that adding being that supply and demand is very effective in the market. Really, it is very effective. So just come to think of it that this is a previous demand zone, right? So now when price tap into this zone, price retraced a little bit, retested it, and go all the way up to this point. Okay, so me entering right there is this. In fact, this is not a valid demand zone. Like it is not a valid demand zone. Okay, so because all these low points right there, they are liquidity being formed. All right, so now you can see that what price is doing now is that it has retested this demand zone, and it actually swept the liquidity that I was talking about yesterday morning. Okay, we are looking to buy the market, isn't it? We are looking to buy the market. So right now we can see that this is our valid demand zone. So I want to check something right there. In fact, okay, can you see now that even at 1 hour, this zone is not a valid demand zone? Okay, it's not a valid demand zone. This is the next demand zone. Yeah, this is the next demand zone. Dude, there are a lot of demand zone now. This is another one down here, but currently we can see that price is actually respecting this zone right there. All right, price is respecting this zone. So let us go down to our 15 minutes again. So now in fact, I believe that understanding how gold price move. Okay, so right now if we are going to take a buy opportunity, so the time right now is more like 13 minutes to 8 before the London session starts. So what will give us the what is it called, what is going to give us the confirmation that we will enter for a buy opportunity is that we can see that during 5 minutes, okay, this is the point at which price swept liquidity, right? So now what we confirm our buy opportunity is, we know that this is the previous high, right? So this is the previous high right here, and this is the low. Okay, so now we are going to expect price to actually break through this high, okay, because this is more like this is a lower highs, lower low, lower highs and lower low. Okay, so now price have to actually break through the previous lower highs, and then we wait for a retest before we continue, before we take the buy trade. So it's going to be something like a break above this high. Okay, a break like this, then we are going to expect a retest a little bit. Okay, so then that is where we can potentially look out for our buy trade. But in fact you see this strategy is actually working. Okay, because if we look at what price did yesterday, it's just that if we pay close attention, in fact if not because of the nature of my work, you know, this trade right there is something that actually showed that it is a sell trade. So what do I mean by that is that what confirmed that this is a sell trade is that you know that is why you need to know when you can trade. Okay, it's not every time that you can say that you want to get on the chart and you want to place a trade. So this is the analysis. Okay, so this is the previous record structure. Okay, so now we know that the previous low that we have here, okay, this is the previous low here, the previous low of this zone. All right, this is the previous low. So let us just mark it out like this. Okay, so this is our this is our previous low. Okay, so let me just go down to the 5 minute, because you see that what price did right now is that it creates a double top. Okay, this is a double top pattern. So when there is a double top pattern, we want to wait for what price is going to do. So in fact, I didn't even that I just have that time to study the chart so much, like I could not you know, study the chart even while I was in the office. Okay, but the thing is, I'll keep showing up. I'll keep showing up regardless, and I believe that I'm understanding the market more. So this is because I understand that what price did right there is that, you know, this is the previous low. Price is actually creating higher highs and higher low, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high. Now this is the previous higher low. Okay, this is the previous higher low, then it created another higher high. So we can even say this is our previous higher low. Okay, this is our previous higher low. Then but we see that what price did is that after price creates higher low, it creates another higher high, though the higher high is not above this previous high. So then what price did is that it break through the previous higher low. So and that one signifies so that is a market shift, a shift in structure from buying to selling. Okay, from buying upward to selling. So this is where we can actually look out for our buying and for our sell opportunity. So if we go down to the 5 minutes now, we are going to see that there is a shift in structure around there. So can you see now? Can you see? So now look at this zone right there. So we can say that this is the previous low. Price goes up and break through the previous low. So it means that our point of interest is going to be somewhere around here, although there are some gaps here. Okay, so our previous our point of interest will be around here. Then this is where we can potentially look out for our sell opportunity. Okay, so what did I say? So we place our sell trade around here. Okay, so and then we place our stop loss above this zone. Then we take our profit all the way to the previous what is it called, demand zone. So sharply this market mechanics is working. Okay, it's just that I know that it's just that I have not really give it so much attention like that. In fact, this is the strategy that even made me about $38 in late January last month, right? So this is the simple analysis. Now the thing is, currently let us see what price is doing. Okay, let us see what price is doing. Now can you see now that price is let me delete this because this video is getting too long right now. It's getting too long. It's getting too long. All right, so but I think for now price is still kind of moving upward. Okay, price is still moving upward. So this is where we wait. Okay, this is where we wait for price to retrace a little bit. So if price retrace down a little bit, we are going to, that is when we are going to be waiting for what price is going to be doing. Maybe it will eventually break through the previous high. Then from there we are going to look out for our for a reversal before we take a buy trade. Okay, so let us see what price. Let me look at 5 minutes and say probably. Okay, okay, so don't let us take unnecessary actions around here. So let us just stick to our 15 minutes because what price did yesterday is that it reacted to the 15 minutes zone. Okay, price reacted to 15 minutes. Okay, I think that that 15 minutes is very effective instead of trading trading 5 minute time frame. So our 15 minutes is going to be our bias. Okay, that is 15 minutes is where we look out for our structure. Okay, then that is where we look out for our either supply and demand zone. Then 15 minutes is going to be our confirmation entry. Okay, so let us see how this is going to play out. I'll see you in the next video.